10 major problems with electric cars you must know before buying one. As electric vehicles (EVs) surge in popularity, many consumers are eager to make the switch from traditional gasoline-powered cars to eco-friendly alternatives. EVs are a desirable alternative because to their innovative technology, lower fuel prices, and promised reductions in pollution. But beneath this dazzling surface, there are a number of issues that prospective purchasers need to take into account. The road to owning an electric car is not as simple as it may seem, with issues ranging from range anxiety and charging infrastructure to battery degradation and environmental effects. Anyone looking to invest in an electric car needs to be aware of these hidden pitfalls. This video explores 10 of the most significant issues pertaining to electric vehicles, offering vital information that will enable you to make an informed choice before committing to the world of electric mobility. A positive and successful EV ownership experience can be achieved by being prepared for what to expect. Concern over range anxiety, or the concern that an EV won't have enough battery power to reach its destination or a nearby charging station is one of the most discussed problems with electric cars. Despite the fact that batteries can now travel 200 to 400 miles on a single charge because to technological developments, many drivers may find this to be insufficient, particularly on lengthy excursions. When visiting isolated locations or areas with sparse charging infrastructure, the worry is increased. It's critical to evaluate your driving style in order to reduce range anxiety. Longer road journeys usually require a larger range than daily commuting. It can be helpful to figure out how frequently your car will need to be charged and to locate charging outlets along your regular trips. Additionally, scheduling longer trips with charging breaks can help make driving an electric car more manageable. However, unlike typical gasoline stops, this takes a mental adjustment. Infrastructure for charging. Accessing charging stations can still be difficult even though their quantity is increasing. While charging stations might be easier to find in cities, there's sometimes insufficient infrastructure in rural or sparsely populated places. Finding a functioning charging point can be frustrating, particularly during extended trips. Additionally, the sorts of chargers offered can differ greatly. Level 1 chargers' normal home outlets can take a long time to charge an EV, while Level 2 chargers offer faster charging but may not be available everywhere. Fast DC chargers provide a 30-minute charging time for cars, although their placements may be restricted. Make sure the local infrastructure for EV charging meets your driving demands before making an EV purchase. Greater initial expenses. Initially, electric cars are usually more expensive than their gasoline-powered counterparts. Despite the fact that tax credits and government incentives might partially offset these expenses, many purchasers might still be wary of the upfront financial commitment. Cheaper models could also fall short of what customers want in terms of features and range, which could leave them disappointed. Prospective purchasers ought to take into account the long-term cost savings linked with owning an electric vehicle, in addition to the purchase price. Over time, lower fuel costs, fewer maintenance costs, and possible state incentives can all help make ownership more financially viable. However, before buying an electric car, you must be aware of your financial situation and available financing choices. Degradation of batteries. Over time, EV batteries deteriorate, which can affect their range and performance. Although guarantees covering battery life, usually 8 years or 100,000 miles, are offered by manufacturers, customers may find it alarming that battery capacity is gradually decreasing. A number of variables, such as charging patterns, temperature extremes, and the frequency of full discharges, can affect how quickly batteries degrade. Although many manufacturers have made progress increasing battery longevity, prospective customers should be aware that battery capacity will eventually decrease. Preventing degradation can be achieved by knowing how to take care of your battery. The battery's life can be extended, for instance, by avoiding deep discharges and maintaining it within an ideal charge range. While looking for an EV, buyers should also inquire about warranty information and battery performance. Limited stock of models. Compared to conventional cars, buyers may have fewer options even though the EV market is growing. While several automakers are releasing electric versions of their best-selling vehicles, there may not be as many options in some areas, including premium SUVs or trucks. This restriction may make it more difficult for consumers to locate an EV that suits their unique requirements or tastes. The lack of models in a desired style, size, or feature set might be frustrating for people who are looking for them. As manufacturers continue to develop new electric vehicles, prospective purchasers should do extensive market research and stay informed about impending launches. Additionally, evaluating alternate models or even different manufacturers can extend alternatives. Charging time. Charging an electric vehicle is intrinsically more time-consuming than fueling a gasoline car. A quick trip to the petrol station might just take a few minutes, but charging at home can take many hours or as little as 30 minutes at a fast charger. This discrepancy might cause inconvenience, particularly to individuals who depend on their cars for rapid on-the-go transportation. Understanding your charging habits can help ease some of the time worries. Many EV owners find that charging overnight at home works well with their routines, allowing the vehicle to charge while they sleep. However, for drivers who regularly need to charge during the day, planning ahead for charging stops and employing fast chargers when necessary can help lessen the impact of charging times on everyday life. Potential for higher insurance costs. There are situations when the cost of insurance for electric cars is greater than that of standard cars. This trend is influenced by a number of variables, including the increased expense of replacing EV batteries and parts. Electric car repairs can be more difficult and expensive, especially if specialist components or labor are needed. Insurance companies are getting better at determining the cost of policies for electric vehicles as the EV industry develops. To guarantee they get competitive prices, prospective purchasers should compare insurance choices nevertheless. Insurance prices can also be affected by taking into account elements like manufacturer warranties and vehicle safety ratings. Difficulties with maintenance and repair. Although there are fewer moving parts and no need for oil changes, EVs generally require less maintenance than gas-powered cars. However, it can be difficult to locate certified mechanics or EV-specific service centers. Repairs for electric vehicles may not be handled by every auto shop, which may result in longer wait times and maybe more expensive specialized care. It's critical for potential purchasers to confirm that the EV model they have chosen is supported by dependable service choices. You can feel more at ease by looking into specialized EV repair shops or nearby dealerships. Environmental issues. Despite being promoted as a zero-emission substitute for gasoline-powered automobiles, electric cars' effects on the environment are not without debate. Significant energy and raw materials are needed for the creation of EV batteries, and these are frequently obtained by mining methods that harm the environment. Furthermore, the overall carbon footprint could not be as low as claimed if non-renewable energy sources are used to charge EVs. It's crucial to comprehend the wider environmental effects of driving an electric car. Customers should think about the local electricity sources as well as the manufacturer's sustainability policies. Resale value uncertainty. Potential buyers should be advised that the resale value of electric vehicles (EVs) is subject to fluctuations as the market for these vehicles is still in its infancy. This unpredictability is caused by a number of variables, including changing consumer preferences, technological improvements, and battery deterioration. Older EVs may have trouble holding onto their value as new models are released. It is advisable for potential purchasers to research resale value. Future worth can be established by looking into the resale tendencies of particular models and comprehending the ways in which the market demand for electric vehicles is evolving. Final thoughts. Although they have many advantages, electric cars are not without difficulties. Making educated decisions about buying an electric car can be facilitated by being aware of these 10 main issues before making a purchase. Many of these problems might go away as EV technology develops and the market grows, making electric vehicles a more appealing choice for a wider spectrum of buyers. In the end, being aware of the possible drawbacks of owning an electric car enables consumers to set reasonable expectations and get ready for a more satisfying experience when making the switch to environmentally friendly transportation. Let us know in the comments what you think about 10 major problems with electric cars you must know before buying one, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.